And now the next case.
All parties in the matter of Minks versus Boris. Step forward, please.
Prototype machinist Ted Minks is suing his ex-wife, student Susan Boris, for closing their son's bank accounts and stealing the money.
When were you two people married?
We were married until February the 5th was the final.
2503, and you have children?
Yes, we do, 2, Your Honor.
2 boys?
Yes, Your Honor.
How old are they?
14 and 10.
Who has custody of the children?
I do, Your Honor.
All of that is correct so far?
It's joint physical legal custody.
So, that wasn't a complete sentence. Can we have the whole sentence, please?
Part of it's true. It's joint physical custody, Your Honor.
You have joint physical custody, and who has primary legal custody?
Mr. Minks does, Your Honor.
This is your complaint, that there existed bank accounts. The bank accounts were for the boys, and the custodian of those accounts was your former wife.
That is true, Your Honor.
And when the children, when you became their primary legal custodian, you wanted access to the account because you just wanted to move them. I don't know what you wanted to do with the accounts. And you found out that the defendant had, in fact, closed the accounts.
If I may, I am the full physical custodian of the 2 children. We have joint legal, so it's the other way around. And yes, that is true. She did close the accounts and take the money from the children. And they did ask for those monies back.
How much was in each of the accounts?
I believe one was $365 and the other was $110.
So far correct?
No, Your Honor.
How much was in the accounts?
When I closed the account, one was $134 and the other was $11.
Can I see a history of the accounts, please? There wasn't a lot of money in these accounts, sir. The average balance for the last 12 months was $103.87. And that says for the last average balance the last 12 months. Did you know how much money was in these accounts?
I had a good idea. I did not get regular statements, no.
Did you withdraw any other money out of these accounts for the children? Other than the monies that you withdrew, $103 and $63 when you closed them?
I withdrew some cash that I put in for my check to pay for an orthodontic bill for Joe. I had been putting money into their account for like transition because I was filing for divorce from Mr. Minks and I was trying to hide the money from him. So, and then...
Babe, you can't do that! Because the account that you opened, the tax responsible customer, according to the accounts that you opened, were the children.
Correct.
You gave the children Social Security number. Do you understand that?
Yes, I do.
You made a gift to the children, an irrevocable gift to the children of any money that you put in this account, and you put a stamp on that when you said, I don't pay any income tax on the interest. The children do, and here's the children's Social Security number, because they can accumulate so much interest without having to pay taxes on it. So you can't cut it both ways. You can't hide money from the IRS, and you can't hide money from him. Simple. Now, you could transfer the money from those accounts from one bank to another. You can take that money and you can buy a bond, as long as it's in the same amount. You can take that money and you can buy stocks, as long as you're acting reasonably, I assume. But you can't take that money and pay for your own expenses and hide money because you're going through a divorce. You can't do that. Simple.
Judge Judy continues in a moment.
So now I have to know how much money was in the accounts, and I have to see a statement of the account. How long were you planning this divorce?
Since July.
I want to see a statement of the account prior to that.
I don't have one, Your Honor.
Right.
There's an order of protection Mr. Minks put on me. I have no access to my records.
Fine. Since I don't have that information, I'm going to direct that that information be faxed to Chambers from your bank within the next 24 hours. What was the date of your separation?
November 18th, I believe it was.
That was the date of your separation. When did the trouble start?
Can you be more specific?
Well, when do you think, Mr. Minks, that your former wife would have started to secrete money in the children's account?
I would have no way of anticipating that.
When did you get the first clue that she didn't like you?
She gave, I believe she gave me some self-help divorce papers in November.
In November?
Yeah.
That was your first clue she didn't like you?
We have had ups and downs, but generally they smooth out over time, so I had anticipated.
Well, if she gave you self-help papers in November, that doesn't mean she woke up one morning, Mr. Minks, and said, today I'm going to get the papers. That means maybe she was thinking about it in September or October or July of 2002. Do you understand?
A reasonable person would do so, yes.
Yeah, a reasonable person would think that that's probably a possibility. So what I'm going to have you do, Ms. Boris, is to furnish this court within 24 hours bank statements on these two accounts dating back to June of 2002. The highest amount that was contained in these accounts for each of the boys will be the amount that the court will incorporate in a judgment. Do you understand?
I do, Your Honor.
You got my order?
Yes, Your Honor.
Good. Thank you very much. That's all.
Parties asked. Yes, this is case number 126 on the calendar in the matter of Collins versus Borigirdi. Parties have been sworn in. You may be seated. Ladies, have seats, please.
Mr. and Mrs. Collins, it is your claim that the defendant vandalized your van.
Yes, ma'am.
Van is in both of your names. That's why you're both here. The defendant says she didn't do it, and your accusation is ridiculous. Mr. Collins, I gather that when you were briefly separated from your wife, you dated also very briefly the defendant. It's your claim that when you got back with your wife, the two ladies didn't get along, and then there has been a series of altercations between the two of them.
Sure.
Culminating in this incident with your van. So when was your van vandalized? When was your van vandalized?
On January 6th, 2003.
And where had it been parked, sir?
In a church parking lot.
Are you affiliated with the church?
No, I'm not.
What was it doing there?
The church basically lets the apartment complex park, because we don't have too much parking in our apartment complex, so they let cars park there if there's no parking.
So this happened January 6, 2003. Did you see the defendant vandalize your car?
No, ma'am.
Who did?
Actually, nobody witnessed it. The only thing that we have is my wife's friend, Heather, who's sitting right here. She's seen Miss Borigirdi leaving in her car the night when that happened.
She came to our house about 4:30 in the morning.
On what morning?
The day his car got vandalized. At the 6th?
Yes, the 6th.
She came over banging on our door.
Did you go over to their house 4:30 in the morning?
I went at 2 in the morning after they had broken my car window.
Okay, so you went there 2 in the morning. And why did you go there 2 in the morning?
Basically, after I made the police report, I went over there to confront her to tell her to pay for my car.
You thought that Mrs. Collins broke your car window.
I walked out and saw her car by my car drive away, and she yelled at me, "That's what you get." With both of them in the
Just
car.
a minute. And they were both in the car.
And my
And you
friend
went
here
there at 2
witnessed
o'clock
that
in the
also.
morning.
Yeah.
Well, that was stupid.
I know, I guess it was, but I
Well,
mean,
have you been doing other stupid things to them?
Nothing stupid, no.
Huh?
No, ma'am.
So at 2 o'clock in the morning, you went over there and told them to pay for the window. And what did they do?
She just kept saying that she didn't do it and get out of here, I'm going to call the police. And I just kept saying, you did do it. I want you to pay for it. Go ahead, call the police, because I'm not doing anything wrong. Tell them to come here.
So you went over there to have an argument with her?
Basically, I guess.
Yes.
I called
Sorry. You went over there to have an argument with her, and you did?
Yeah.
And did you get satisfaction? Did she pay for the window?
No, she didn't.
So I assume that when you left, you were very angry.
Well, I just...
Of course you were. You were very angry when you went over there. So when you got no satisfaction, you were even angrier when you left. Is that a fair statement? Of course it is. Stand up here. Tell me your name.
Heather Roberts.
You saw her car?
Yes.
What time?
It was after the cops had left, so it was like early morning around
After
there.
the cops had left who?
Their house.
our house. They came to our house.
And you all lived together?
No.
No.
No, she came
I
to
came
pick up
over
my daughter.
to get the baby,
What baby?
her baby,
For what?
because of all that conflict.
I didn't want the baby around.
Yeah.
Are you a neighbor?
Well, I'm her best friend.
She's my daughter's
I just
godmother.
live like a block away.
And you were there after the police left?
Yeah.
What did you see?
I saw her car and I saw her with the blonde girl getting into the car next to the church parking lot. And then I left.
Had you seen a blonde girl there that evening?
They came to my door. Her and that lady came to my door, screaming and yelling. They threatened our car. We have incident reports, we have police reports, everything.
Your
She
Honor?
left before the cops. We told her to wait, and she left.
Is there anything else around this church parking lot?
Not really.
Now, when you say you saw the defendant's car, had it been parked?
Yeah. It was like if you pull up in front of the church, the parking lot next to it's not that far away.
The location where you saw them getting into the car, was that a parking space or was it just...
It was on the street.
What does that mean on the street?
Fire zone.
Pulled up in front of the church.
So it's not a parking space?
No.
Actually,
it's
it
just
was-
on the street.
I'm not speaking to you. So it is not a parking space?
No.
That's all I wanted to know.
Thank you.
Can I see damage to the van?
Yes. I have pictures of all the damage. You want police reports?
Yes.
I got estimates, bill of sale on the vehicle,
What
towing.
do you mean bill of sale?
It got towed.
It got towed,
We couldn't move it.
and I couldn't pay for the towing costs or anything like that. It was towed because it was vandalized in a church parking lot.
It's towed because it was vandalized in a church parking lot.
the-
Well, that's not a violation of the law.
The church
I
towed
know,
it. The church towed it because we couldn't move it.
And I also have...
Just a sec. Don't give me a lot of baloney. Vandalized doesn't mean that you can't drive it.
The tires were slashed,
Yeah.
and the windows were all busted out. There's glass everywhere.
There's blood all over the car.
Yeah, it wasn't drivable.
There's blood all over the
There
car?
was blood
There was
all over
blood.
the car.
It's a malicious act.
One of you must have gotten hurt when you did this to the car. Police saw fresh blood on the ground. Okay. What is this that you're giving me?
It's a bill of sale.
No, it isn't. It's baloney.
That's what, I mean, we didn't...
It's baloney.
That's the only thing that we had. We didn't have any documents or anything like that. We just signed over the car, and
Let me
I asked
explain
them for a
something
bill
to
of
you.
sale.
Let me explain something to you, sir. You see something's written over here?
Yeah. At the time, when we were signing it, the pen ran out of ink. If you could see in my signature, it's also like kind of faded. It was running out of ink, and then we had to grab another pen. There's nothing phony about that, actually, Your Honor.
Could somebody find out the book value on a 1987 van, GMC Safari minivan? Or do you think you can get me that information from the Blue Book?
Sure.
Thank you.
Judge Judy continues in a moment.
Either you're the worst horse trader or you're just a bad fibber. So you try to give me this piece of garbage, which is meaningless, nothing. You made it up yesterday.
And later today,
He's cussing and he's screaming. He's going to kill the dog. He's going to barbecue it. He's going to skin it alive. She was hysterical. She thought he was going to kill me, come back and kill her. He terrified us.
real cases, real people. Judge Judy. Chad and Patty Collins claim Chad's ex-girlfriend, Maury Borigierdi, vandalized their van.
What is it again?
It's a 1987 GMC Safari minivan. Let's get it in fair condition.
Okay. Fair condition. I think it's $750.
$750. So you see, Mr. Collins, either you're the worst horse trader or you're just a bad fibber, because you say you paid $3,000 for the car. Where'd you get $3,000 from?
Actually, I didn't pay the whole $3,000. I paid $500 up front, and I'm still paying it off right now.
Show me.
Show you?
Yeah.
I don't have any proof of that right now.
Right.
I do not.
Correct. You see, I didn't even know that when I said this was a lot of baloney. Because if this is a bill of sale, it would have said that you were purchasing a car for $3,000 with a $500 deposit and the rest being paid at the rate of $100 a week or $200 a week. Do you understand? So you try to give me this piece of garbage, which is meaningless, nothing. You made it up yesterday, so that it goes in the garbage. That's one thing. Now, so far, I gather that you paid $500 for this old van, if that. The van, according to the Blue Book, is worth $750. You're suing her for $4,000. That means your 87 Safari is the only one in town that's appreciated in value in the last 8 months. Do you understand, Mr. Collins?
Yeah, I understand.
You got it. Good. I'm glad. You got it. I mean, I don't know whether you think that everybody's stupid, but I guarantee you, not all people over 40 are stupid. And as we get older, some of us get smarter. However, you vandalized his van. You and your girlfriend. I don't know which one of you got cut, and quite frankly, I don't give a rat's behind which one of you got cut. You did it because you were in a bad mood, in a foul mood. You called the police. You couldn't even control yourself because after you called the police, you went storming over to their house. Quiet! You went storming over to their house. You were furious. It was in the middle of the night, and you got zero satisfaction. You and your girlfriend found his van and proceeded to slash his tires and bust out the windows. That's going to cost you $750. Judgment for the plaintiff. Get out.
Parties are excused. You may step out.
She can't get over the fact that I don't want him. She thinks I want him.
She's obsessed. She needs help.
I obviously broke up with him for a reason.
She calls, peeks out the window, follows him around.
She's insecure and pathetic, actually.
It's really sad.
Get a life.
Here's case number 150 on the calendar in the matter of Langley versus Panuti. Parties have been sworn in, Judge. You may be seated. Folks, have seats, please.
Mrs. Langley, is this your husband?
Yes, ma'am.
Miss Panuti is the girlfriend of your husband's younger brother, and it is your claim that Miss Panuti assaulted you.
Yes, ma'am.
Miss Panuti said quite the contrary. It was you who assaulted her, and she is counterclaiming
Yes, ma'am.
for the same thing. So I'd like you to tell me when this happened, where it happened, and eventually I'm going to try to figure out why this happened. So I know who most of the players are. Husband of plaintiff, boyfriend of defendant, and who are you?
I'm the mother of Christy, Your Honor.
You're her
Christy's
mother?
mother, yes.
Okay, good. Go.
Okay, Your Honor. My husband and I have been together for 16 years. And that would have made John 3 years old when I met my husband. We've had a long history with John. He used to come spend the night.
That's John.
John, yes. Him and his other older brother used to come spend the night at our house all the time. He's a high school dropout. During the time that he knew Christy, he was in alternative school. He dropped out. He doesn't have a steady job. He has stole money from his parents to have a supposed abortion for Christy.
I don't want to go into that history. Do you understand?
Well, that's what brings it all to this point today.
All right, well, just let's get there.
Okay. The last of March, 1st of April, my father-in-law kicked John out of the house due to the fact that him and Christy got in a big fight, a brawl in their house, ripped phone cords out of the wall, knocked holes in the wall, and turned furniture over. We also found...
Just a second.
We also found...
Shh, I'm speaking. You have to stop when I'm speaking. Did you have some sort of an argument with your boyfriend?
No,
It's
sir.
very
No,
easy to
ma'am.
find out. All I have to do is pick up the phone.
No, ma'am.
Really?
That day,
Any day?
Yes, we've had arguments, Your Honor.
Within a week's period of time, was there a fight?
An argument, yes, ma'am.
Ah, okay. Go ahead.
There was holes knocked in the wall.
Did you see that?
Yes, ma'am, I did.
Your Honor, she was not there that day.
What day?
The day that me and my boyfriend got in an argument.
I thought you said there wasn't that kind of a fight, that we just got into an argument.
We did just get into an argument. She was not there. There was no holes in the wall.
She didn't say she was there that day, Miss Panuti.
Okay.
I said, did you see the holes in the wall?
Okay.
You could see that later.
Yes, ma'am.
So don't speak until I speak to you.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So they had a big argument, and what happened as a result of the argument, Miss Langley?
My husband had to go over there and repair the walls because John or Christy would not.
Is that right, sir?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
During that time, my husband called over to his parents' house looking for his brother. Can I let him speak
Sure.
as far as that
Step
goes?
Up. Around that time, sir, the end of March, the beginning of April.
I called over to the house.
Which house?
My parents' house.
Is that where John was living?
In and out. I mean, my father's been trying to kick him out for almost a year now, but he won't leave. I mean, I was extremely mad. I heard her in the background. Then I blew up. I thought he better get her out of the house before I get there.
What did you hear her say?
I didn't know who I was messing with, that she was going to kick my ass.
Your Honor, that's
kick her.
a lie.
Did you understand what I said to you before?
Yes, ma'am.
What did I say to you before?
Don't speak unless spoken to.
Right. Didn't your mother teach you that?
Yes, ma'am.
Evidently you didn't learn it too well. Go ahead.
So anyway, she was, I didn't know who I was messing with. She was going to, beat everybody up. And I hung the phone up, got in my truck, and I went to my parents' house. They both left because he knew I meant business when I was coming over there. They left. Yeah, they left.
Okay, what happened next?
At that time, John left, and he did stay gone for probably 3 weeks. Okay, when he came back on April 17th, him and his father got in an argument again. The police were called. He was told to leave. The father didn't want him there. His mother got upset, didn't want him to leave in that manner.
So the father said, get out, and your mother said you could stay?
Well, actually, my mom told my father to leave because he came home about 11:30 that night drunk. And we sat down.
I'm talking about you, not your father.
My dad wanted me to leave, but my mom wanted me to stay.
That's what I just said.
Yes, ma'am.
Stand up. So if your father wanted you to leave, why didn't you leave?
Because my mom wanted me to stay. I had come home about 9:30 that night. My mom was in bed, and I just went in my room, laid down. My dad came home around 11:30.
Just a minute. What were you doing home? You left, and then you just showed up again?
Well, my mom had left out of town on a cruise, and me and my dad, we've never really gotten along.
Well, evidently they didn't want you in the house, and they didn't want your girlfriend in the house. Your brother says you didn't help patch up the holes in the walls that you put in the walls along with your girlfriend. Why didn't you help patch up the holes in the walls?
Well, the holes that he's talking about, there's one in the hallway across.
I don't care where they are. Why? Didn't you fix up the mess? There's no reason.
Yes, ma'am.
You can say there's no reason. If there's no reason, then your father has good reason to say to you, I don't want you in the house. You or your girlfriend. Go find a job.
I have a steady job. I've had a steady job for 8, 9 months now.
Wonderful. If you have a steady job, then go find a place to live so that you're not causing friction between your mother and your father. If you're working, get out. Parents raised you, they supported you, they took care of you. Now it's time to get out and fly on your own. They don't have to be there involved in domestic violence between you and Miss Big Mouth over here. All right. So they came back on April 17th. Father-in-law said, I want him out. Mother said, let him stay, he's my baby. Somehow you got involved with this. You want to tell me how that happened?
Yes, ma'am. My father-in-law, after he wanted my husband to come over that night to help get John to leave, I guess, you know, between him and his wife, they decided we're not going to deal with it tonight. He said, y'all wait and come by in the morning. I have a statement. He has health issues.
I believe that he called you and said, 2 of you come over and see if you can talk to him.
Because I love John.
Okay, so you went over there the next day without your husband. Don't get upset now. You're holding it together really well. Take a deep breath. Good girl.
Judge Judy continues in a moment.
Just because you can look like that to your mother, I want to tell you something. It doesn't cut anything with me. Your mother thinks of you as her baby. I do not.
Real cases, real people. Judge Judy. Luann Langley says her brother-in-law's fiancée, Christy Panuti, fractured her nose during a fight. Christy says Luann punched her first.
So you went over there?
On my way to work. He had left the back door open for us, my father-in-law had.
That's a lie. That is a lie. Because before I left, my mom, may I speak? I'm sorry. Before I had left, I'm used to them coming up. I've gotten out of the shower in the morning, she's sitting on the couch watching TV, eating her lunch.
Listen to me. There is no question in my mind that your father asked them to come over to talk to you about getting out. And if I called him and asked him, he would tell me that he did. Do we understand each other?
Yes, ma'am.
I went in the back door. I went to his bedroom. I banged on the door and told him to get up and come out and talk to me. He started cussing the moment from his bedroom, coming out and started shoving me back down the hallway, telling me that I better get out of there, that I wasn't supposed to be there, and he was going to call the police. He went to the kitchen and picked up the phone and would dial the 911.
All right, you got angry and you pulled out the phone. I got it.
Okay. During all this, after he had gone back to his parents' bedroom, the same thing happened back there. He ran outside. I went and stood by the garage door and was watching him. At that time, I had no idea that Christy was there because to my idea, she had been told repeatedly she was not welcome there. John sneaks her into his bedroom at night after his parents have gone to sleep.
Sounds right.
Through his front window. They sleep all day while his parents are gone to work, having to work to pay his tickets, his lawyer fees. I have both of their criminal records here.
So you had no idea she was there?
I had no idea she was there. At that moment, she came out of his bedroom cussing and yelling at me that I better get the f*** out of there, that she was going to kick my fat white. I started walking towards her and told her, no, you're the one that needs to get out of here. You've been told by the police and by my in-laws that you're not supposed to be here. That's when she sucker punched me on the left side of my face and fractured my nose and caused me to have to go have a surgical procedure done to straighten my nose.
Good. Stop. Now, you had come home after being gone for 3 weeks, according to your sister-in-law. You weren't with Christy, were you, when you were away?
I went and got her the next morning.
Oh, okay.
On the way to work. I went and got her because she was staying at a friend's house up the road. I brought her back.
I don't believe you! Do you understand me? You may get your mother to believe you. I don't believe you. I don't believe that bright and early in the morning you had already gotten out of bed to go and get her at a friend's house. I believe that she slept there all night.
She did not.
Your Honor, he came and got me at 7:30 in the morning because my car was broken down and I needed a ride to work.
Then what were you doing in his bedroom?
I was getting ready for work, Your Honor.
You just told me your car broke down. You needed a ride to work.
My car was already in. My car was in the shop, Your Honor, and that's why he came to pick me up from a friend's house because I needed a ride to work, Your Honor.
I still don't understand why you're in his bedroom.
Because
you
I was
get ready
getting
to go to work. You say, "Come and pick me up to go to work." He takes you to work. What are you doing in the bedroom?
He asked me to go back to his house so he could finish getting ready for work.
You're a liar. You're a liar. Make sure that you understand that what you say to me makes sense. You see, if it doesn't make sense, it's not true. Do you understand that, John?
Yes, ma'am.
Just because you can look like that to your mother, I want to tell you something. It doesn't cut anything with me. Your mother thinks of you as her baby. I do not. You understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Good. So your sister-in-law came and she banged on the door.
She gained entry through the garage for one.
I don't care how she gave.
Okay.
You don't belong there. Your father, who pays the bills, told you to leave.
Who also came home drunk the night before.
That's not your business. That's not your business. Your business is to be out living on your own. Your business is not to be in the house creating problems between your parents. I believe that she got in as an invited guest of the owner of the house. That ain't you. So now she's in, banging at the door. I'm telling you to get out of bed and open the door.
Well, actually, she banged on the door, and I opened the door, and she grabbed me by my shirt here, pulled me out into the hall, started yelling at me, "You need to get the F out, blah, 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 blah." And I was like, took her hand off me. I was like, "I'm calling the police." I went to the kitchen, picked up the phone, dialed 911. She pulled the phone out of the wall. I went to the computer line in our den, picked it up, dialed 911. She grabbed it and ripped it completely out of the wall. So I run back to my mom's room, pick up the phone, do the same thing, 911. She was back there right behind me on my heels, pulls it out the wall. We go back out into the living room. We're having a verbal confrontation. That's when Christy steps out of the room. She's like, "Luann, you need to please leave." Luann
Just a
runs past
minute.
me.
Are you telling me that Miss Potty Mouth over here says you have to please leave? Is that what you're telling me? Is that what you're telling me?
Yes, ma'am. Because we're sitting here fighting in the room.
Okay. So Prissy came out and said, "Luann, you have to please leave." Just a minute. Please continue.
Okay,
Please
she was
continue.
like, "You need to please leave." Luann ran past me back down the hall where Christy was standing and knocked her on the ground.
And I told her I was pregnant, Your Honor, before she assaulted me and knocked me down on my stomach when I'm pregnant.
She's
I'm
not
5
lying.
months pregnant.
We have proof of pregnancy right here.
I told her
Proof
that
of
I was
pregnancy,
pregnant,
that she
Your
was
Honor,
pregnant
and
at the time.
she pulled me down and started hitting me in my head, Your Honor, and pulling my hair, and I tried to get her off of me, Your Honor. She got off of me, and I went to the kitchen, and she knocked me into the karaoke cabinet, broke all of John's mom's things, and bit me. I have proof of pictures right here that she bit me and assaulted me, Your Honor.
Please continue.
She's been harassing me.
They've been harassing us for over a year.
She took this
He came
picture.
to take me to probation one morning, took this off our kitchen
didn't take you
counter.
where?
To probation. I was on 6 months probation.
For what?
It was a
drugs, Your Honor.
possession of a dangerous
I
drug,
have
but
their
I've passed
criminal
every
record.
UA and I've done everything that I've...
Just answer my questions.
I'm sorry. Possession of dangerous drugs.
What kind of drugs?
It was...
Cocaine.
No, it was
and,
not cocaine.
dangerous drugs.
I didn't speak to you.
I'm sorry.
What happened was back in I believe...
What kind of drugs?
It was something for seizures that some friend had given me 4 months prior, and I had it in my wallet. But I do not do that. I've never done that.
Well, maybe.
Well, you see, Your Honor, they've taken the doorknob off my bedroom door so I can't lock my door. They're in my room, taking my possessions, like they took this picture,
and wrote on the
scribbled
back.
her face out,
And put it
wrote
in
a
my
threatening
mailbox,
note,
Your
and put it in
Honor.
her mailbox.
Are you still pregnant, by the way?
Yes, ma'am.
Oh,
She's 5 months
how
pregnant.
wonderful. How wonderful. I'm sure your mother is absolutely delighted. Isn't that right?
Actually, Your Honor, I am. I'm very proud of her. She's done very well.
She has, really?
Yes, she
Can I
has
see
been
her
doing
arrest
very well.
record?
Yes, ma'am.
Can I see it, please?
She's been charged with
I didn't speak.
I'm sorry.
Excuse me, you
I
tried
didn't
to bomb
speak.
my building at work, lady?
These are the
Ma'am, she was arrested that day for disrupting a 911 call.
No, ma'am, I was
didn't
not
speak
arrested.
to you. I didn't speak to anybody. I said I want to see her arrest record. Do you have it or not?
Yes, ma'am. Here's the arrest record right here.
Thank you.
Thank you. That's it. I just want to see what Mom's proud of.
I'm proud of her that she's a changed person, Your Honor. She's done things wrong. She was young and stupid, and she knows that.
You mean
but at least she's not 42 and still stupid.
You mean getting pregnant without being married and having no future and not having a job? Engaged is not married.
No, ma'am, I'm not proud of that.
Okay. Well, I just asked you. Well, we have one prior assault. She pled guilty to a misdemeanor.
And she's been arrested for assault too, Your Honor.
No, ma'am, I have not.
I didn't ask you anything. You see, when you speak out like this, the statement that old John here makes, that you came out into the living room and said, Luann, you better get out of here and stop that. You see why that is really hard for me to come to terms with? Who's Candace?
A young lady that me and a couple other girls got into a confrontation with, Your Honor. But what does that have to do with this case, Your Honor?
No, it has nothing to do with the case until your mother brought up the fact that she's real proud of you. I want to see what you've done to make her so proud. Then you had delivery of a controlled substance. What's that?
That's dismissed, Your Honor.
That was cocaine. Then we have January of 2003. You pled guilty to something, and your probation was revoked, and you were put in jail for 30 days.
No, ma'am, I was not. I had to do work release for 15 days.
What were you found guilty of?
Because I didn't complete my community service.
And that was for possession of marijuana?
Yes, ma'am.
Your Honor, may I speak?
Were you there?
The day of incident?
Yes.
No, but I can tell you what she's done prior to.
And there's a picture.
And even since when
she's
she's
harassed me, Your Honor.
Listen to me, if she doesn't,
on a certified
if
letter.
she's not quiet, then we have to put her out.
I heard you.
Good.
Your Honor, may I say something?
No.
But they've been harassing us, too. We have proof they've been harassing us. She wrote you on the count.
Listen to me.
On the certified
Listen
letter
to me.
we sent to file the counterclaim.
Listen to me.
This is bull. It is.
John, get a life of your own.
I wish they would. They take my doorknob off my door. They go through my personal possessions. What right do they have?
Not his door.
Just a sec. What?
It's my parents' door. It's not his door.
Just a second.
But what right do you have to take my doorknob to your house, then Mom has to go get it 2 months later? What right do you have, Joseph?
John, if you live on your own and take care of yourself, then you have rights. Do you want to know what I would tell my children if they lived in my house? I own the air you breathe. You have no rights in my house. You don't have the right even to be here if you're over 18. You live here and you stay here at my will. You work, you're a big enough man to have made a baby, then be a big enough man to live on your own, to take care of your responsibilities, to support your responsibilities, and not to be a drain on your family.
I'm not a drain. I buy
You
my
are
own food. I buy my own food at my parents' house. I don't eat their food, I swear. All I do is stay there.
Stand up, sir. I understand that you have a problem. If he's still staying at your parents' house, you probably still have a problem. Mother probably feels a little guilty. Father says, I can't take him anymore. I can't look at him. I can't take him. I could understand that. Because he thinks because he buys his own food, then he's supporting himself. He's not supporting him. I'm speaking. He's not supporting himself because when you support yourself, you pay rent, you pay gas, electric, cable. You buy your own food, you have your own health insurance, you don't make a baby until you can afford it. You certainly don't make a baby while you're living in your parents' house. But I'm going to suggest to you that your peace depends upon you staying out of it. Your parents are not old and senile. They're probably young-ish.
I'm 60.
That's young, sweetheart. That's young. They can take care of themselves. Butt out. If they get fed up enough, they're going to put them both out. And it's not up to you anymore. Plaintiff is suing for $1,500 for her injury and for pain and suffering. She's entitled to that judgment. For the plaintiff, your counterclaim's dismissed. That's all.
Yeah, this is case number 130 on the calendar in the matter of Berry versus Garrett. Parties have been sworn in, Judge. You may be seated. Folks, have seats, please.
All right, reading your complaint, Miss Berry, is like reading one of those little mini novels. Let me see if I can explain to my friend Bird over here what I think happened. You and Mr. Garrett were involved as boyfriend and girlfriend for a period of time. Then you broke up. After you broke up, you continued to have some contact with him. So far, am I correct?
Yes.
Where were you living?
In Las Vegas.
And where was he living?
Studio City, California.
And while you were dating, You would go to him for a weekend, he would come to you for a weekend, but after you broke up, on Valentine's Day, you decided to go to visit him.
Correct.
Did you call him first?
Yes.
What did you say to him when you said, oh, it's Valentine's Day, I want to come and see you?
It wasn't so much of an issue as it being Valentine's Day. It was just the weekend, and I called him and told him I was on my way out there.
And what did he say?
At first, we were not getting along very well, so at first he was kind of like, no. But then as the week went on, he was like, go ahead and come out here. So, and then I called him and told him my friend was going to come with us, and that's when he was like, no, she doesn't need to come. But, you know, I told her that's fine. You know, she can come. And
just a second. So first he said, don't come. And then you called again, and you schmoozed him again, and he said, finally said, okay, you can come.
Right.
And then you said, I'm on my way, I'm coming with a girlfriend. Right?
Yes, yeah.
And he was annoyed.
Right.
So you get to his house, and there's a bit of a disagreement, because according to his answer, you were on the phone when he came home from work or something, and you were on the phone with a fella, right?
Right.
And he was annoyed. You were annoyed.
Correct.
Because you felt as if she was sort of using you.
Correct.
You didn't write that in here, but I sort of pieced that together.
Okay.
This is all leading up to what this lawsuit is about, but you understand, Bert, that I'm just getting you there.
So far, I'm following you.
So far, you're following. So, they're not really in a relationship, but sometimes maybe. She gives him a tease. She says, I want to come out. He said, no, yeah, please, let me come out. Okay, I'm on my way, and I'm with my friend. What's her name?
Argina.
Argina. Who's Argina? What do I need an Argina here for on Valentine's Day weekend, right? You and I are going to cozy up on Valentine's Day. Who needs Argina? Comes with Argina. He's really annoyed. He leaves, comes home. Not only does he come home, he finds her on the telephone talking, schmoozing it up with a guy. He is really annoyed. And you broke her
cell phone.
Right. So that's item numero uno.
Right.
Broken cell phone. How much is the cell phone?
I had insurance on it, so it was only $35. I had to pay the Sprint $35 insurance.
Great. $35 on the plaintiff's side. Then, after he broke the cell phone, the two of you got into sort of a shouting match, and you and your friend, Argina, took off. According to your complaint, you took off, and you also took the house keys.
Right.
You say that he went and followed you and was chasing you all over the place.
He was.
Backed into your car, causing damage to your car, and you want him to pay for the damage that he caused to your car. That's what your lawsuit is. Cell phone, damage to your car. Mr. Garrett says that after you had this argument, and he was so furious that he broke your cell phone and you took off, it was very late at night, right?
1 o'clock.
1 o'clock in the morning. Mr. Garrett says after you left, he got hungry. Right, Mr. Garrett?
Yep.
So you went out in search of food. You were foraging for food.
Well, it was around 11 o'clock. Everything happened at 1, but yeah, around 11 o'clock. I just got home, remember. Go ahead.
And serendipitously, you found her.
Yep.
Pick it up from there, Mr. Garrett.
All right. I can pick it up from there, although some of the things that were said weren't totally true, but I'll pick it up from there. Okay, so I'm driving down the street. I see her crossing the intersection. I'm looking at her. I want my keys. She's not giving me my keys.
She's crossing the intersection. She's in her car, you're in yours. How do you convey to her, Mr. Garrett, that you want your keys?
I just looked at her, and she looked at me, and she laughed and peeled out.
So that's how you conveyed to her that you want my keys.
Well, I think she knows I want my keys.
Shh, don't tell me what you think she knows.
Okay.
So you conveyed nothing to her. So she's peeling out, and what did you do?
Followed her.
You chased her.
Yes. Well, in the beginning, I followed her because it seemed to me that she was going to my house because the street that she turned off of was heading back to my house. So
at the beginning you were following. When did it turn into a chase, Mr. Garrett?
When she didn't turn on my street.
And then what happened? So then you knew she wasn't coming back to your house.
When she didn't turn on my street and got to the light, I stopped at my street. She went all the way to the end and quickly hit the corner. So I sped up to the corner and I saw her at the other corner. And
why?
Because she had my only set of keys to my other car and my house.
So you're chasing her at this point. instead of going back to your house and calling 911 and or going to the local precinct and saying, listen, this woman took my keys. She has my only set of keys with her. I know she's going to be back because she's got stuff in my house, and I don't want to be there to be any problem.
She didn't have any. She took all her things with her, so I figured she was gone. And when I noticed that my keys were gone, I left the house.
I didn't take all my stuff with me because we went back the next day.
So you were chasing her, and you were both traveling pretty quickly. And then what happened, Mr. Garrett?
Well, when the chase ended, I got out the car. I told her to give me my keys. She said, no, I'm not going to give you your keys. I'll go to your house. Let's just go to your house because you're not going to let me in type thing. So we proceeded to go to my house. Once again, she did not turn on my street. She headed for the freeway. She headed for the freeway. So I sped up in front of her and stopped at the freeway entrance. I wasn't going to get on the freeway. I just stopped there. She backed up. And where she backed up is at a park. She backed up, I backed up.
And that's how you both dented your cars.
I believe.
Is that right?
Yeah.
That's how you both dented your cars.
Well, that's how he backed into my car, and so I turned to try to get away from him. He backed up again, and that's how...
What were you doing with his keys?
We took them so we could get back in.
You took them?
Yeah, I took them.
He didn't give them to you. You took them.
No. He was in the room with the door locked with all the house phones and everything. He took and locked them in the room, so...
I don't care.
We left.
House.
Shh. You stole his keys.
Judge Judy continues in a moment.
Doesn't have a lot of friends.
I don't need a lot of friends.
Just checking your, your directory. You only know 4 people.
Yeah, I know.
And later today...
You also play a werewolf?
Correct.
You weren't going to see a performance of Snow White.
No, Your Honor.
You were going to the haunted house because you wanted to be...
Scared.
And you were...
Scared.
Real cases, real people. Judge Judy. Natasha Berry says ex-boyfriend Patrick Garrett broke her cell phone and rammed her car in a fit of rage. Patrick says Natasha took advantage of him.
So, did you also key his car?
No, I did not do that.
You say that you keyed your car. What proof do you have that, other than this damage, these 2 smashed cars that I now have, which comes to me, as far as I'm concerned, under the category of both of you deserved it. You stole his keys. You wanted to get him back. You both acted inappropriately. You could have just as easily have gone to the police station and say, I have this nut following me. I want to give him back his keys. I don't want him to follow me anymore, and I just want to go get my stuff. Instead, you were playing with each other. So the only thing you're lucky about is that nobody else got hurt with regard to your antics. So you can both pretty much fix your own cars. Now, you want to show me, prove to me that she keyed your car?
Well, the car wasn't keyed before she came to my house. And after this incident happened, the car's keyed. That's the only proof I have besides showing you pictures of the keyed car.
Can I see the pictures, just my own information?
Well, I have it in my phone. Is that?
I don't care where it is. I don't care if it's your phone in your ear. I don't care. Just let me see the picture of the keyed car.
You can just thumb through it, but that's one scratch.
Press that button and that answers it.
Doesn't have a lot of friends.
I don't need a lot of friends.
Just checking your, your directory. You only know 4 people.
Yeah, I know.
Mr. Garrett.
Yes, ma'am.
Listen to me, sir. In all likelihood, Miss Berry did, in fact, key your car. Unfortunately, the fact that she may have had a motive to do that and an opportunity to do it isn't enough in a court. Now, I have to think about what to do to the 2 of you who could have killed somebody, and you're driving around that February 14th weekend because you were both acting foolish. I wish there was something I could do to you and for you. There isn't, unfortunately. The only thing I can do to you is say, you will fix your own car because you acted like a fool, and you will fix your own car because you acted like a fool. Does that sound fair?
That's what I said.
Perfect. Goodbye. Oh, and $35 for her. Thank you.
Parties are excused. You may step out.
She wasn't my girlfriend. I didn't invite her down. She just showed up at the crib, so...
He didn't want us to leave. He didn't want me to leave. He didn't want me bringing someone else with me.
Wasn't working, and I believe she just was jealous.
Jealousy on his part, maybe.
Yeah, this is case number 116 on the calendar in the matter of Hinton versus Harbor Estrada. Parties have been sworn in, Judge. You may be seated. Folks have seats.
How old are you, Mr. Hinton?
19.
What's your first name?
Sammy?
Sammy, what's your last name?
Harbor.
Sammy used to be your girlfriend.
Yes.
This is her mom.
Yes, ma'am.
What you're complaining about is, while Sammy was your girlfriend, you claim to have loaned her some stereo equipment for her car.
Yes.
And you want it back.
Yes.
Sammy says you didn't loan her anything. You made her a gift of the stereo equipment for her car. And in addition, that you've been making a real pest of yourself, harassing her. You broke into her car, took back a piece of the equipment that you claim to have loaned her, an amplifier. Is that right, Sammy?
Yes.
Is that right, Mr. Hinton?
No.
Did you take back an amplifier?
No, Your Honor.
Who did? Anybody you know?
I've never heard nothing about it.
Mr. Hinton, let's not play with each other. Do you have the amplifier back?
No, Your Honor.
They also say that you broke into the house,
It's not correct.
killed her goldfish, calling, sending emails, making a general pest of yourself. And they're countersuing. So tell me how it came about that you gave her this stereo equipment.
Well, we broke up May of 2002. We remained friends, and in August she came over and wanted to borrow all that equipment. We were still friends, and I had plenty of it, so I let her borrow it. And she wanted to borrow the amplifier.
Tell me what she said to you.
She said, "Can I borrow it?
Can I borrow what? Mr. Hinton?
Can I borrow the speakers, the amplifier, 212s, 210s?" And she just bought a new car. She wanted to put it in there. And she said she'd give it back once her mother bought her some new ones.
She'd give it back once her mother bought her some new ones.
Yes.
And what did you say?
I said, yes, we're still
Well, what would
friends.
happen, Mr. Hinton, if her mother never bought her new ones?
Well, she'd eventually give it back.
You didn't have that discussion.
Well, she said her mother would buy her new ones.
That's not what you said to me, Mr. Hinton. You got to be very careful, sir. You got to get up real early in the morning. If I believed what you say, she said, can I borrow yours or can I have yours until my mother buys me my own?
She said, can I borrow yours until my mother buys me some more?
Right. Okay, let's say she said that to you.
And...
Shh, listen to me. Let's say she said that to you.
All right.
Let me explain a contract
All right.
to you, Mr. Hinton. Because what you're suing on is a verbal contract. A loan. A loan has to have an offer and acceptance and some possibility, an offer, which means you offered to loan her the equipment. She accepted the offer to borrow the equipment, according to you. That's not what she's going to tell me, but according to you. And then there has to be an event that's going to happen that causes the equipment to go back. Do you understand? An event like May 2nd, June 6th, on Bird's birthday, on my birthday, on your birthday, the equipment's going to go back. In your case, what you told me is she told you that the equipment would go back to you when her mother bought her new equipment. Do you understand?
Yes.
And my question to you is, what happens if her mother never buys her new equipment? That means you never get your equipment back. Do you understand the terms of the contract, sir?
Yes, but a few months I called her back and she said she'd send it back with her mother when she came to Albuquerque. And then I waited, her mother never showed up. I called again, she gave me the same runaround. So then the third time I called, she said, if you want your stuff, come get it yourself. And she lives about 3 hours away from me. So I drive down there, I stay at a friend's house, Las Cruces, which is about 70 miles from there.
Shh, don't interrupt him.
Which is about 70 miles from there. And I call her in the morning before she goes to school. She says, come get it at 3:30. I said, all right. I go over there, I call her house, nobody's home. I call again after I drive around, still nobody's there. So I go to her school.
You're putting me to sleep, you know that.
I go to her school, and I see her car there. I'm parked out there in the parking lot, and I see her grandparents. They drive up to my car saying, what are you doing here? We don't want you here. We don't want you around Sammy Joe. I say, Sammy Joe told me to come get my stuff. I'm here to get it. Then they give me saying that I stole stuff from her, CDs, tapes from a 70-year-old woman and man. I don't think I listen to that kind of music. And then I say, can you just go ask Sammy Joe if she has my stuff so I can get out of this town? They park next to a gray car. They come back, and the gray car comes circling around me, like the guys in the car throwing their hands up, yelling and wanting to fight. The grandparents are all, look, they don't want you in this town, you better leave. I said, what did Sammy Joe say? He said, your equipment's in her boyfriend's car and you're not getting it back. Your Honor, her boyfriend don't even have a car. So at that point I was frustrated, I went home and I received these emails from her, some very vulgar emails, if you would like to read them.
I would certainly like to read them.
And in
Mr. Hinton, how old was Sammy when you gave her the equipment?
15.
See, that's another problem you have, Mr. Hinton, because what you are suing on in court is a contract, right?
Yes.
Because a contract can be written or it can be verbal. You didn't have a written contract. With her, it was verbal, right?
But my witness was there when she said about it.
You're not paying attention to me, sir. You're paying attention to what's going on in your own head. What we're talking about here is a verbal contract, which has the same force and effect as a written contract, right? Except you have to be 18. Because a minor can't enter into a binding contract. Now read the emails. Well, although this has to do with your lack of sexual prowess, sir, this has nothing to do with this has absolutely nothing to do with the stereo equipment. It's interesting.
This one, right?
Listen to me. It's interesting, but it has absolutely nothing to do with this case. So while I found it sort of salty, dear, I won't even show it to your mother.
Judge Judy continues in a moment.
Have you ever been incarcerated?
No.
Would you like to be incarcerated?
No.
There is a strong possibility that if you don't leave these people alone, you're going to find yourself incarcerated.
Real cases, real people. Judge Judy. Jacob Hinton says ex-girlfriend 16-year-old Sammy Jo Harper owes for the return of a car stereo. Sammy Jo says Jacob won't stop harassing her.
Now I'll read the other one. Thanks, Bird. What is this?
It's a letter my grandmother wrote.
I'm not interested in a letter that your grandmother wrote, sir.
Asking her about whether or not I let her borrow it or not. And she says, in the highlighted, she clearly writes that she's going to return it.
Talk about a PlayStation here.
Yeah, in her counterclaim, she says she bought the whole PlayStation, which she did not. In that, she says she did not.
Get with the issue, Mr. Hinton. The issue is the stereo equipment for the car. Now, Sammy, how old are you, dear?
16.
First of all, I'm going to suggest that there's a very good lesson to you. Don't put things in writing that you don't want other people to read. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Now, you have some emails to show me that he sent to you?
Yes, I do.
I'd like to see them.
Are you sure?
Am I sure?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Those are from one of his friends from Albuquerque.
I don't want to read emails from his friends.
Well, from him and him telling this
Just
girl.
a second. Would you return these to him? I don't have time to read a tome. If I wanted to read a good book, I would buy a good book. Get me the emails from him.
There's one in the back.
And don't aggravate me. My voice is going today. Thanks, Bird. I guess you're not going into the ministry either. You know that there are other four-letter words in the English language like love and like and
Like.
and bike, right? Bike, right? Joke. Dumb. It's a four-letter word that comes to mind.
Hate.
Hate. No. Dumb. No. Doesn't hate. He's 19. He was 18. He was 17 when he was involved with your daughter. They have raging hormones. You know, their best friend isn't their mind.
No.
If you know what I mean.
Not by
Both of them.
I know.
Both of them. Their best friend isn't their brain. Sometimes it stays that way.
Hopefully not.
All right, but I don't want to deal with this anymore. Mr. Hinton, you gave her the stereo equipment. Get over it. Stop crying. Stop fetching. Now, what proof do you have that he broke into your house and your harassment, the emails that you're talking about, the emails that he wrote to? Yeah. You ought to read hers.
I have.
Well, so stop. I don't want any fetching about the emails. I want to know what proof that you have that he broke into your house.
During the time that we were together, which is approximately 2 years, he was over at my house a lot, and I have 2 dogs, and they don't let strangers into our yard and our house area. And we had just moved here, and they're not going to let anybody they don't know into our yard. And they broke into my room specifically, and he's the only one that had been in my house and knows what room.
That's not proof good enough for a court.
Ma'am.
Unless your mother has some other proof.
The neighbor across the street saw a vehicle.
Be more than happy to hear the neighbor.
Well, this isn't the neighbor. This is the boy that was there that she was a witness to when he gave her the equipment, but...
I need a witness.
Okay.
Not you telling me what a witness is going to tell me. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you have any proof?
An email where he admitted stealing the CDs out of the car.
That if he admitted...
Go get it.
Shut up. Hey, if you have an email where he acknowledges that he stole property out of her car, I will read it.
We didn't bring it, but we do have it. I'm sorry.
Okay. If you had the email, I would read it.
Okay.
That's a confession. It's a
Yes,
written
ma'am.
confession. And then I would show it to him.
Okay.
Confront him with it. Anything else?
Well, we're countersuing for the harassment, too. Not only did...
What harassment?
Calling, coming by. We asked him not to call our house. He threatened her. He broke into my house, which you say I can't prove. That's fine. He claimed his grandmother, which you have that email, said that he says my son let him into our house at that date. My son was gone to a barrel race with me.
I never said that.
Listen to me. Let's get over it. When was the last contact your daughter had with him?
The day that he took me up into the
kidnapped
mountains
her.
when we had gone.
Give me the date.
It was before I had gotten the speaker equipment. And he had given me the speaker equipment as...
That's a witness.
Give me the date.
It's September.
September of '02.
About there, yes.
Yes, ma'am.
So the last
That's after I gave you the... That's after I said I gave it to her in August.
It was August or September.
I'm asking you a question. The last contact you had with him was in September of 2002?
August.
Except for when he came
his
to our
grandmother.
house.
When was that?
He came in February to...
February of '03.
Yes,
And we
ma'am.
went to her house.
Hey,
He came in February of '03.
since then, has he contacted you?
He calls and hangs up.
You can't prove that.
Caller ID.
Then I think that you should file a police report.
They told me to at our local county.
Well,
They
then that's
wanted
what
me
you ought to
to
do.
throw him
File a
in jail.
police report because that's aggravated harassment
Yes,
if he's
ma'am.
doing it. You have him arrested for that. Good.
Yes,
That's what
ma'am.
you ought to do. But other than that, he hasn't come around. Is that right? Since February?
No, ma'am.
Good.
Until we got
Perfect.
this notice.
Perfect. Mr. Hinton, I want you to listen to me very carefully. Have you ever been incarcerated?
No.
Would you like to be incarcerated?
No.
There is a strong possibility, that if you don't leave these people alone, you're going to find yourself incarcerated. Now, I know that 19 sounds like, you still got years to go before you develop. But in the eyes of the law, you're a grown-up. And this kind of kid stuff is not kid stuff anymore. Calling, hanging up, having somebody else call, hang up, sending stupid emails that may not be threatening, but just put your hand down, madam. It's all stupid because it can get you into trouble. It's over with Sammy Jo. The love affair is over. She doesn't want to have any part of you anymore. The only part that she wants to have of you is the stereo equipment that you let her borrow until her mother got her new stuff. By the way, did you ever get her new stereo equipment?
No, ma'am.
Well, then the eventuality, even if she could make a contract, never came to pass. So I'm going to suggest that you devote your time to going to school, maybe take a business course in contracts. But leave her alone. Now, Simi.
Yes.
Sometimes young girls, even though they don't want to have anything to do with exes anymore, like to feel as if they still have their attention. That better not be so in this case, because if you write him, call him, contact him, tell a friend you'd like to see him, whatever it is, it's not very smart. You let Mr. Hinton and his hormones grow up. You got it? Now, it's been many months since there has been contact between the two of you. The longer that goes, the better off you both are. So you have February, March, April, May, June, July. Months. It's over. You have a new girlfriend?
No.
Listen, Mr. Hinton,
What?
find one. What are you doing with your life?
Nothing.
You go to school?
Yes, Your Honor.
5 days a week?
2.
For what?
Medical school.
You go to medical school 2 days a week? In what country? I want to stay away from that country. What kind of medical school do you go to 2 days a week, sir?
TVI.
What are they teaching you to do?
Be a radiology technician.
That's good. That's not medical school, by the way. You're learning to be a radiology technician. Why only 2 days a week?
That's full time.
Do you live at home?
Yes.
Why aren't you working?
I haven't found a job.
What?
I haven't found a job.
How hard are you looking?
Not really hard.
You still in school?
I just graduated.
And what are you doing?
I start college in Las Cruces in August.
Good. Say goodbye to each other. Hopefully you're not going to see each other again. Right? Good. Don't email them. Don't.
Free Fire in.
It's showtime. Help me!
First Doom. Double takedown.
Good job.
doom. Double takedown.
Help me!
Triple takedown. First doom.
Help me! Help me!
First doom.
Thanks.
First doom. Double takedown. Double takedown. Double takedown. Free Fire? Doom.
Help me! Thanks.
Double takedown.
Help me! Thanks.
Enemy spotted. Enemy here.
Help me!
Double takedown. Triple takedown.
I need glue wall.
Good job.
Quick EP conversion for everybody.
Enemy spotted. Enemy
Help
spotted.
me!
First doom. Enemy spotted. Double takedown. here! Help me!
Help me!
Thanks! First doom!
Thanks.
Double takedown! Medkit for everybody!
Need equipment.
First doom! Double takedown!
Help me!
Enemy here! Enemy spotted! Enemy spotted! Spotted! Help me!
Head there.
Thanks! I need equipment. Thanks.
Quick EP conversion for everybody.
Doom. Double takedown. Help me. Triple takedown. Enemy spotted.
Thanks.
Enemy spotted. Help me. Double takedown. Free Fire India is set in a virtual world and is not based on the real world. Don't worry if you're eliminated.
Head there. Head there. Loot here.
Double takedown. Triple takedown.
Head there.
First doom.
Enemy here. Help me! Head there.
First doom.
Skill on cooldown. Not safe! Don't come here! Enemy spotted! Safe here! Come help me! Oh. Safe here! Come help me!
Double takedown. Triple takedown.
Thanks! I have this. Head there.
Ugh.
Help me!
First doom. Double takedown.
Footsteps on me! Head there. Help me! Safe here! Come help me! Safe here! Come help me!
Double takedown. Double takedown.
Head there. Resources here. I need ammo. Need equipment. Thanks. Resources here. Need equipment. Heading to supply pool. Thanks.
First doom.
Help me! Enemy spotted! Enemy spotted!
Double takedown. Double takedown.